yake kaachiel kod oko mano mar piny siasa. Migepe duto te wago e tach mar mondo mi ibed kod ng'eyo ni to en ang'o matimore. Magi gin weche manyien mago mag Machieg'Ni Pacho ibedo koda nyaka giko. Nyinga Nelly Achieng' ndhine jaloko mara Bella Achieng'. Wachako kanyo gi weche go mago mabende timore e piny owacho mano mamalo. Bende wayudo kanyo ni jatend piny Kenya William Samoei Ruto ne ogolo chika mar mondo mi obi obedi ka ichulo jopur go mago mag kahawa e bwo thuolo mano mar ndalo 5 to ka bende ka gisechwalo kanyo kahawa mag ne kembe mago mopogore opogore mago mabende loso kahawa kaka achiel kuom yore go mago mag tieko midhiero mano mar rito.
Na niambie watu wa Kirinyaga na wakulima wote wa kahawa, kesho katika budget ambayo mimi na sign iko pesa shilingi bilioni 2 ya kulipa madeni ya wanakahawa. Na kwa hivyo mama Mheshimiwa Anne Waiguru Minji, hiyo pesa umeuliza kesho, sio siku ingine. Ulisema end of the month. Hapana, kesho mimi na sign hiyo bill. Alafu sasa Waziri Oparanya na Waziri Kagwe wataendesha hiyo sehemu ingine. Hawa madeni ya hawa wakulima ilipwe. Tumelipa katika budget ambayo imeisha shilingi bilioni 2. Tumeweka kwa budget hii shilingi bilioni 2. Na nitamalizia mwaka ujao niweke pesa ambayo itakamilisha madeni yetu yote ya wanakahawa wote katika taifa letu la Kenya. Kesho vile vile iko pesa ingine bilioni 2. Bilioni 1 tutapeleka kwenye counties. Na mimi nashukuru magavana wako hapa. Ishangaa nikiwa hapa Kirinyaga ya kwamba kuna wabunge wanapinga ati hiyo mswada. Sasa wewe umetumwa na hawa wananchi wa kahawa, uende bunge usimamie mambo yao pale. Kwa hiyo bill mimi na sign kesho ambayo wewe unapinga, iko pesa ya kahawa, iko pesa ya mbolea, iko pesa ya kusaidia wananchi wako. Na wewe umeenda kuambiwa story na watu ambao hawajui nini inaendelea. Wanakuambia ati uende upinge. Hiyo ni kukosa akili ama ni kuwa na akili sijui aina gani? Sio, ni upuzi mkubwa sana. Kwanza walienda huko bunge wakapeleka propaganda na porojo na fitina. Wakaenda huko bunge wakasema, katika hii bill iko maneno ya kuweka ushuru kwa mambo ya rent. Wakaulizwa ni kipengele gani, wakakosa kujibu. Wakaenda huko
Manomara Masinde Muliro mar mondo mi obi obedi kaka achiel kuom kanyono mago mabende rowere kata ojende nyalo bere were margi kata talanta magi. Kane uloso tok ka bende ne otimo limbe e alap maket koda mano, Wetangula ne orwako kanyo paro mabende ne oketi ni ibiro bedo ka ikongo alabno ka pok ochopo dweno mano mar 10 mar higani.
Tumesikizana na yeye kama serikali kwamba hii stadium ina shamba hapo nje ambayo pia tunataka kuitumia kwa kuweka viwanja vya kucheza michezo ya basketball, ya netball, ya volleyball, ya handball, na baadaye pia tuongeze public swimming pool ya wananchi, ili tuweze kuwa na ecosystem ya michezo ambayo kaunti yetu yote itaweza kutumia ikiwa managed na serikali yetu ya kaunti. Kwa hivyo yeye amekagua, ameelezwa, ameelewa na ametuambia jinsi gani atatuma hapa wahandisi, macontractor, quantity surveyors na professionals wote ili waweze kuweka ile kwa Kiingereza inaitwa tartan track kwa hii mahali ya kukimbilia, waweke nyasi ya kisasa ya mpira katika hii uwanja yote round, waweke viti za kukalia na waangalie kama kuna kasoro yoyote katika ujenzi, pia irekebishwe, ili tusiwe tuna repair kila wakati. Sisi
to bende jaod bura mano ma Kimilili Didmas Baraza wacho ne piny owacho ni kinde osechopo manyaka to koro winji ywak mago mag jopuonje mag JSS, ka bende owacho kanyo ni ber ka omigi thuolo mano mar tayore giwegi to ok ni jopuonjego mago mag sikunde primary tayo jopuonjego mago mag JSS. Bende ne omedo kanyo ni osara mano ma bende imiyo jopuonje mag JSS go ni en gino ma bende tin kabisa, kendo ber ka bende obi omedgi osara maket koda mano.
But I've realized the government of Kenya has already done an injustice. When you have 44,000 Kenyans as intern teachers, you don't decide that I'm going to promote this number, I'm going to leave these other numbers. You promote all of them. And let me ask you, we have a law in this country that the government is implementing. Even in my house, I'm implementing. The government of Kenya said that when you have a house girl, the minimum salary is 18,000. So how can you pay an intern teacher 17,000, less than the money you pay a house girl? Does it make sense? So how do you, and you are, let me tell you, a JSS teacher, by virtue of their age, they are the most productive. If you assemble teachers of our country in a stadium, I am sure 40% of the JSS teachers, they will either come, either they are pregnant or they are breastfeeding. So meaning that all of you have house girls at home. So if you are supposed to pay your house girl 18,000 and your salary is 17,000, how can you meet that? It's like it's the house girl who is teaching. You have to borrow another extra 1,000 to pay. So that is something which we must engage in a robust discussion to ensure that the ministry can appoint an individual in every JSS. They should be given the financial autonomy. The money that you receive from the national government, it should go straight to the account of a JSS, junior secondary school. The operations of the accounts should be somebody from JSS, not the head of the institution. Because this money that the government of Kenya sends to JSS, number one, the money is little, it's not enough. So if you send money to a JSS that is not enough, to a school, then the money goes to a father who's polygamous. He has got 2 wives. But this money is for the second wife. But because the money gets into his account, the man spends more money on his first wife, who is not the beneficiary of the money for the first wife. So what we are saying is that, yes, let us appreciate that because of our unique challenges, we have our polygamous institution in quotes, where you have the head with the 2 wives. Let us send the money directly to the wife and not to the father, who will now split the money and even make the money much more smaller than the way it's supposed to be. That is my first suggestion, which on Tuesday I am going to engage. I will invoke the privileges of Parliament to ensure that this is done, so that the JSS begin to get their own money to their own account. You will begin to be audited as standalone, not being part of whatever. Even as we look for money to build so that we can move you away from the primary school, at least we can just leave the hoist with the only role of confirming to the TSC that yes, the teachers in JSS, they have reported to class and they are teaching. Because I am told that the curriculum, the training that you people have gone through is not the same training with the hoist. That is why there are few or no head of
Achiel kachiel nyaka kaunti no mano ma Migori kama bende wedo kanyo ni jotelo mago mopogore opogore sani to koro kwayo mar mondo mi piny owacho mano mamalo mondo mi oduok kede sikunde mano mar bero wechego mago mag luor kaachiel kod somo kabe ma obiro kaluore kod rang'iny mano ma bende jopuonjre osebedo kanyo ka wang'o godo sikunde e pacho kae. Weche maket koda magi ne owachi e sach nyasi mano mane obagi mar sidho kanyo jatend jopuonj mar NAT bade mano ma Kuria East kama bende ne oyangi weche makamagi kama ne owache kanyo ni kaluore kata rem bedo kod luore kind nyithindo ne obiro to ka bende piny owacho mano mamalo ne osegolo kanyo chenro mano mar keto luor kuom nyithindo ka okalo kuom Orlando.
That idea of the cane, which was removed from the Kenyan education system, is what is breeding all these problems. We appeal to the government to bring back a punishment that will make teachers benefit from what they are doing in schools. Teachers are doing a very good job. But if the children and the students know that you cannot do anything to them, they will ban schools. And that is what is happening now. Tunasema pole sana, but we want the government to reconsider that element.
The biggest development is in the mind. It is in your mind. If you put it and implement it, it becomes the actual development. That is why hata hii 2 terms tunasema, tunamwambia president apate 2 terms because he is investing heavily in recruitment of teachers. If you look at the investment that the previous administration put in teachers, si ya Rais Ruto imepita zaidi. Kwa hivyo he is investing in the minds of our young children. He is investing in our potential. He is investing in our ability to do right things for ourselves and for the nation.
Kwa hivyo mimi nawasihi na kupongeza walimu na wasihi pia wazazi, tusaidie walimu hao kufanya kazi yao nzuri. Walimu wawe na nafasi ya kufundisha, ile conducive environment ya kufundisha watoto, ndio watoto wetu wapite. Lakini na nyinyi wazazi, tukae na watoto wetu tufundishe wao tabia nzuri, maadili bora. Na pia watoto wetu, najua mko hapa, mkuwe na discipline. You must have discipline for you to be where some of us are.
Come 2027, things are going to change. They are going to change from worse to better, and eventually we will be the best because we must have model ECD centers within Migori County. We will not accept being told that one ECD costing 500,000 is a development against 11 billion. Wajinga walisha Migori.
Chemagoma moko eni ruodh goro e riwruok mano mar jotich koto Francis Atwoli okwedo malich miwuoro ng'anyo mano mabende ichano bage tich ang'wen mano mar jumani ka bende oluwo kanyo ni kweth mano mabende obalo kod piny owacho onge kod gima long'o mano mabende omiyo ging'anyo ka bende olero ni ber ka bende jotich obiyo dhi e chenro gi mago mopogore opogore e tije. Okwayo kanyo jatend kata ogai mano mar obila mar mondo mi obiyo chiwo arita mano makare ne jogo mabende biro bedo kamolo e tije ma ok ni ng'anyo biro rocho chenrogo mag tije pacho kae.
I want to take this opportunity to appeal to Kenyans to stay far away from demonstrations on 25th. And if possible, let them allow our people who are doing casual jobs in hotels, in other places, go to their places of work undisturbed. And I am appealing also to the Inspector General to come out in full force to protect those people who will be going to their duties everywhere. The workers will be working on that particular day. They require protection. They require to go and make a day for their living. And therefore, I'm appealing to the Inspector General to come out in full force and make sure that workers are protected on 25th of June in the proposed demonstrations. And as I've said, if you look at what they are demonstrating for, there's nothing. Any country must have a finance bill, must have a budget. How would you stop the country from not having a budget or a bill or finance bill to run the business of the government. If today I was the president, I would say, yes, Kenyans, you don't want finance bill? Yes. You don't want a budget? Yes. And then I bring the whole treasury in my office. Don't they think that will be unconstitutional, adverse and uncalled for? I'm appealing to Kenyans to have their normal sense of thinking. We are having elections next year. If they have anybody they want to elect, they are free. This is a democratic society. But let's not talk of demonstrations day out, day in. We are talking about demonstrations in this country. We are scaring away the investors.
Eweche mago mamoko kapod wagoyo manatache kaunti mano ma Migori wayudo kanyo ni sikund sekondar mano ma Kebaroti Mix mano ma bende yudore e Kuria East e kaunti no mano ma Migori sani to koro nyalo buonjo banka bende ne giyudo od nindo mano ma bende tingo jopuonjre ma oheo 250 duto te kendo ne ogere kod omenda mano ma bende oheo tara 25 gedo mano mar od nindo no ne otim kod jalup gavana mano ma kaunti ma Migori kacha kod osiepege mago mamoko.
Karibu nawe ili tukate utepe. Mwenyekiti na kaunti elekeza mkono wako hapo. Tunaendelea rasa vijana tukusaidiana. Aha.
Kiini cha kujenga hili bweni ilikuwa kusaidia mtoto msichana apate sehemu safi, sehemu ya kiheshima na sehemu iliyo salama anapochukua masomo yake ya shule ya upili. Tunajua hii sehemu ya Kuria iko na changamoto nyingi hasa kwa mtoto msichana. Moja ni mimba za mapema. Ya pili ni hii kukeketwa wakikuwa bado wadogo. Ya tatu ni kunajisiwa hasa wakati ambao wanapoenda shuleni.
Wasichana wetu wengi and especially day scholars kumekuwa ni shida. Mtoto anatoka nyumbani mapema, anataka kwenda kusoma, hakuna taa kwa barabara. So anatembea tu kwa giza. Sema mtoto ametoka 5:30. Na kuna a lot of rape issues hapa kwetu. Kuna a lot of cases rape. Na watoto wetu wengi hata akiwa raped ananyamaza tu. So after a few days unapata mtoto ako na mimba tayari. Sehemu zingine mtoto hata akiwa na mimba atazaa rudishwe shule. But hapa kwetu ukishapata mimba bwana direct.
Kitu ya kwanza nitahakikisha ni mswada katika bunge ili tukue na sheria za kuhakikisha kwamba katika eneo letu la Kuria hii lazima tuongeze walimu wanawake katika Kuria, kwa sababu unajua walimu wakiwa wanawake wengi wanasaidia. Ukiangalia saa hii statistics ambazo ziko kwa wakati huu, hii region yetu ya Kurialand walimu wa kike ni wachache. Kwa hivyo unapata kwamba wasichana bado tu wanakosa ile role model.
Tunasema kwamba jengo hilo litaweza kugusa kizazi cha sasa hivi na kile ambacho kinakuja. Kitaweza kupatia watoto wetu ari ya kutaka kusoma, ya kuweza kusoma, na vile vile ukiangalia kwamba tunatoka katika jamii ambazo ni za chini, ambapo majengo kama hayo ni nadra sana katika jamii yetu. Hivyo basi yataweza kuwapatia watoto wetu motisha na kuwatia moyo, na nataka kuhakikisheni kwamba mwaka ujao ama hata mhula ambao unakuja tutapata idadi kubwa ya wanafunzi kwa sababu jengo hilo litakuwa ni mvuto sana.
Magoma moko enne pinyo wacho mano mamalo sani tokoro isayo komre maketo kanyo okenge mago mabende winjore matieko wechego mago mag njore mabende medore Pacho kae kabende seo makamai ne ogol kod jadolo maduong' kanisa mano mar Nomia Teddy Okech Ayoma bende ne loso e kaunti mano ma Kisumu kae kama bende ne okwedo tim mano mar njore mabende ne orocho chenro go mago mag somo e sikul mano ma Chemelil Academy.
Nyo waneno weche manyotimore dala mar Chemelil Academy. Kama jonjore miluongo gi dho kizungu ni goons odhi attack school. Kendo an kaka jadolo mar kanisa anyalo wacho ni sirkal ok tim matek mar tieko wachni. Ka jatelo mochung' ni weche mag arita ma iye Kipchumba Murkomen nyocha wacho ni jogi biro maki. Jogo ok gin jok malich ahinya manyalo tamo sirkal mako. Kendo sura gi noneno maber e pichni to bende gin joma nochako lweny go chon kendo gin joma ji ong'eyo. Akwayo ni mondo wadhi e yiero ma higa manyien ka wan kaka jo Kenya to wach mar gunism ni nyaka watiek chuth. Wan kaka kanisa wakwedo wachne yo mamalo kabisa. Budget nyosom sirkal ka sirkal nyaka bed gi osuru eka ginyalo yudo pesa. To kik sirkal bed mawuor magidwaro ni gigol gik moko te ofuke mag raia. To giwe raia gi kech. Dhiang' moko chamo lum ok inyal nyiedho miyudie chak. Emomiyo akwayo sirkal ni kata ka gidwaro osuru, wang'eyo ni nyaka chiw osuru. Muma be wacho give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. But Caesar cannot take everything that I've worked for. Kenyans ywak, jo Kenya winjo matek, akwayo ni mondo gitem mondo giduoki osuru chien. Mafuta wasewinjo ni kuyo osechako bede e Middle East. Wakwayo duok mafuta gi chien maromre gi kaka jocho mede. Rapar mar Gensis manone gi 2024 biro tarik 25 juma manyien dwe ni mar 6. Ang'eyo ni nitie jo siasa machwako mondo bed maliet moloyo kaka no liet mokadho. Ok en gima ber mondo wasia nyithindwa mondo dhi otim timbe mag njore. Joma nohinyorego gin jo Kenya, joma notho gin jo Kenya, gilitnwa waduto. Ta akwayo ni hinyruok gino kata rapar gino kik kel chandruok machielo ni jo Kenya. Akwayo joma biro wuok madhi oko mondo tim raparno gi kwe kamoro amora ma gintie, kata gin e kanise kata gin e ndara. Takwayo jotelo mag kanisa bende mondo kik yie mondo kanisa otigo e yore mag siasa.
Yena mar mondo mi ayenge gi kanyo kata kamano tudri koda komolo sadek abiro bedo ka kelo ni ng'end weche. Riti masani yenga Nelly Achieng' ndhine jaloko mara Bella Achieng'.